Traffic, but I am going to ask you for predictions.
No.
Kenny normally takes about 5 minutes to come up with one while we're during an ad break. You've got one ready to go?
Let's go.
Go on, what are you saying?
4-2 Villa.
Okay, I was going to say 2-0 Villa. We might need some Man United result for a bit of balance here, David.
I think 2-2 I think would be as good as I could go for Manchester United, to be honest with you. I can't see Man United winning this. I think I won't say I can't see them, obviously they can, but I think 2-2 is the best they can hope for because this Villa team are in form.
And at this special time of year, the players unite again around an ongoing determination to rid sport and society of all racism. Just a nuisance. In by McGinn, all the way in! To steal the strangest of leads at the Stretford end. Onana nonplussed. Manchester United perplexed. And Bruno Fernandes clearly with a question to ask around the faux offside position that Leon Bailey took up. McGinn with depth, long lay round the back, it's two! Dendoncker has applied the touch. And Aston Villa are having a dreamy Boxing Day at the theatre. The Robbies with Rebecca at half-time. Back to that, here is Rashford. Ahead of him here is Garnacho around the goalkeeper. United back in the game. Offside.
Down with the ball, but just give it away in a dangerous spot now.
Fernandes and Rashford. And United via Garnacho at the Stretford end have an interest. Please, he begs, please don't take this one away. Garnacho denied one, desperate for one now. And he flicks it wide for Fernandes. Garnacho! He's dragged United back all by himself. It's the thriller-minute Argentine again. And this is how Old Trafford is meant to feel. Fernandes with the corner. And Højlund! Dream fulfilled! And Manchester United from the depths hit the heights! At last, at long, long last, amid festivity, Rasmus Højlund with a Premier League goal in front of a manic Stretford end. A night of thrilling Manchester United nostalgia. This is how it used to be. This is how Old Trafford can be.
He was fantastic, but collectively they showed great spirit, tenacity, doggedness in that second half of Manchester United, and that was enough to get the best of a very below par, out of sorts Aston Villa team, but they had to be beaten and they done it second half.
And welcome to the 90th FA Cup final.
Manchester City Peppers has won. He won them all. He's won them all. Can't see that changing today, can you?
No, I can't see that. I think City were remarkable. So many question marks this season. Whether they had the hunger to go again, to win 4 Premier Leagues in a row, be in a final, again in the FA Cup.
Dallo. And Garnacho. And he held his run and timed it well enough. Ortega's come out, and it's a gift of a goal for Garnacho!
Well, that's what happens when you gamble. That's what happens when you don't give up and chase it. I just wonder whether they thought it was offside, you know, the Man City players with that original first run.
Garnacho, he's in again. He's got Rashford with him. And Garnacho picks him out! And now the flag goes up. Oh. Rashford.
Pass that was.
Garnacho, it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, what a ball! And Mainu scores! Never mind the double-double. It's a Manchester United first half double.
Just brilliant from Manchester United. The way they move the ball, the way they switch the ball with Rashford's pass.
Foden. Doku. It's half a yard, and he's found a way past Onana. City have one back. never way back.
Well, we've mentioned Onana a few times in terms of wonderful saves in the second half and coming for crosses. I think you should do better there.
Manchester United are the FA Cup winners in 2024.
Manchester City didn't really know what hit them.
I think in terms of a plan for Man United, it's been spot on. They've been excellent. They really have.
Because so many times this season you've been critical, many pundits have been critical about the fact of a lack of plan, particularly in midfield areas, but we've seen it today.
Instructions, and they did it to perfection, particularly in that first half, where every single player played their part. And when they were put under severe pressure in the second half...
The FA Cup winners are Manchester United.
So for Manchester City, the week of this season's lowest low can end with its highest high. Managed to give a corner away. Sane takes
The captain likes the touch paper. It is blue touch paper. Always him on Derby Day with muscle and menace. A would-be title winner again. The man who will lift the trophy, Vincent Kompany.
Sane's onto it. He's got it through for Gundogan. And now here's Sterling. And Gundogan.
Closing in. An hour from lifting it. 1 hour's football away. Ilkay Gundogan, Manchester City, reach out and touch it.
Silva.
Sterling.
But to high. I think he's hoping for a penalty. That might be his kind of get out of jail card. But Antonio. And Silva.
And Sterling.
Still low. Oh, Raheem. You've got to get over it. Sanchez.
Down here for Paul Pogba. United in the game. Not done yet. Perhaps today Pogba was bound to have his say. And 20 weeks since his last goal, he has a derby goal.
Sanchez.
Pogba! 2-2! In a flash, the scene has changed. Shades of red on this blue day. It ain't done yet. Pogba on his own has seen to that.
As Sanchez whips it in.
Smalling! United 2-0 down, 3-2 up on hostile territory. That is phenomenal. Where has this come from? City, who've not lost here all season, trail to the enemy.
Sane's cross. And
What a save! That is brilliant to hear. How has he reached that?
Because he's the best. That's why he's reached that. I just think this is extraordinary, I must admit. United rule the city, so City for now do not yet rule the land. Jose's Reds have delayed the blue parade. The first team to beat City here in the Premier League for 16 months, and how they delighted it. From 2 behind, United turned it round.
What a scene. And from either side of the most uncompromising sporting conflict, uncompromising human unanimity, no room for racism. Red on red once more for the world on behalf of 2 wonderful cities in England's northwest. Rolled up for Bruno Fernandes, who helps it on its way to Alanya, who's hit the post. Anthony Alanga knows, 75,000 no. Back by Martinez. Eriksen's return pass, Malacia, and Sancho has sat one down and score! And Old Trafford explodes! Now that is the sound of the theatre of dreams, when they are dreaming. With authority by Varane, and it broke from Martial, and Rashford ahead of him if he can let him go, and Marcus Rashford Alexander-Arnold delivers. Dallo out. Elliott back in. Carvalho turning. De Gea smothering. Salah following up. Liverpool have an interest. 10 minutes to play. Back on edge. Feel the mood change. Wait for the noise. It's coming. Eric, it is coming. At last. At long last. Manchester United.
I don't know what it is, but I can't believe what I've just witnessed. I mean, Liverpool weren't at the best, let's be really clear, but they weren't at the best against Crystal Palace and Fulham. But it was just the effort difference that we saw from Manchester United. They've outrun Liverpool, they've out-sprinted Liverpool, and we've questioned that a number of times on this show over the last sort of 12 months that they're not capable of doing it, and they've shown tonight they are capable of doing it.
Filthy day, fabulous day, wonderful sights and exhilarating sound. This place rumbles as it does only for this collision of the historically mighty. Liverpool parading that might emphatically in the here and now. United as distant from it as recent memory can recall. But regardless of weather and form and context, this for each is always the one. Kieto, beautiful ball. Gravenberg.
He's having a go at Rasmus Højlund and some time to work with the players for a few days. It's paying off. He's got a chance here, Højlund.
Martinez has played in. Rasmus Højlund. Alisson got big. Bruno Fernandes. Lisandro Martinez! Thunders it in for Manchester United at Anfield. A goal rare and precious. McAllister. Gakpo! Fabulous goal! Amongst the men of Liverpool's moment, Cody Gakpo stepped up. Mo Salah! Another Salah arrow through Manchester United hearts. Again from Garnacho. Garnacho's cross. Well, that shakes it up again. Manchester United are not going away. And he savours the moment. Fernandes, this is Joshua Zirkzee. Maguire! Has cleared the crossbar, and that is the top and the bottom of it. That is a fallen head. That is a belting football match in the finest traditions of this rough old rivalry. On the day they are inseparable. The two monsters with so little common ground have to shake on a share of it.
Years ago, the then boss David Moyes infuriated United fans when he suggested that Liverpool were favourites ahead of a visit here. Well, they aren't just favourites today, they are odds-on favourites. Wan-Bissaka back to Mainu again. Good start for United. And McTominay. Liverpool flicks back into shape, but Garnacho's escaped again, and he sent the ball towards the near post, and it's poked in by Scott McTominay. He has been a rich source over the season, and he's got another in the biggest game of the campaign. And Manchester United have another early lead against a huge rival. This time, they'll hope to hold on to it.
Maino, tricky little feet.
Rashford takes over. Højlund waiting in the centre. McTominay's there again. He's stopped this time by Carragher.
Still going, Quansah, and doing very well. Sending it back for Nunez. Back to McAllister.
What a goal that is! Alexis McAllister strikes back for Liverpool. A move crafted by Jarell Quansah, assisted by Nunez, and finished with a bang.
And Nunez is lurking with intent. So is Diaz. Nunez is back onside now. And he's trying to find that far corner. Here's Mo Salah.
And it's all turned on its head. It's not Dalglish, it's not Rush or Fowler. When it comes to taking Manchester United down, nobody does it more often than Mo Salah.
Garnacho trying to squeeze it in. Anthony keeping hold of it, looking to turn, finding the goal out of nowhere.
It didn't look like coming, but it has. The roof almost comes off at Old Trafford, and somehow Manchester United are still in the FA Cup. It's over the top for Rashford, who's onside, and he's missed the target. What a moment!
Bradley. This is Elliott trying from distance, and it's snuck in.
A deflection has taken it beyond Onana, and Liverpool are back in front in extra time. Harvey Elliott celebrates. 9,000 Liverpool supporters celebrate.
McTominay.
Rashford. It's 3-3. What a game. What an epic. Third time lucky for Marcus Rashford. Two missed chances. One big one taken.
And Eriksen forward to Rashford, and Rashford rolls it in, and it's placed wide, agonisingly wide.
A timely intervention, and now a chance to escape. Garnacho to Ahmad for the semi-final.